In this video, I'm about to show you 35 toilet paper brands you should never buy again and why, along with 10 brands that are actually safe, starting with number 35, Charmin Ultra Soft. Charmin has been America's go-to toilet paper for decades, plush, comforting, and advertised with those cute blue bears. But here's the truth hiding behind that softness. It's comfort with a cost. Each roll of Charmin Ultra Soft or Strong is made from virgin pulp, meaning it comes directly from freshly cut trees, not recycled fibers. According to the Natural Resources Defense Council, Charmin's parent company, Procter & Gamble, sources much of this pulp from Canada's boreal forest, one of the largest carbon sinks on the planet. Every roll contributes to deforestation, releasing massive amounts of stored carbon into the atmosphere and worsening climate change. And the environmental damage isn't the only concern. Charmin's signature softness comes from chemical softeners and formaldehyde-based resins, which help the sheets stay strong when wet. That might sound good until you realize that the same additives can cause skin irritation, pH imbalance, and even micro tears in sensitive areas when used daily. Dermatologists have repeatedly warned that heavily fragranced ultra-soft papers like Charmin can trigger contact dermatitis, especially in people with sensitive skin. So yes, it feels luxurious. But when you're flushing old-growth forests and chemical coatings down your drain, that comfort starts to look a lot less innocent. Charmin's slogan says, "Enjoy the go, let it go." Number 34, Quilted Northern Ultra Plush. Quilted Northern markets itself as the luxury comfort of toilet paper thick, cushiony, and premium enough to make you feel pampered. But that triple-ply softness hides a story that's far from clean. Like Charmin, Quilted Northern's Ultra Plush line is made primarily from virgin wood pulp, not recycled fibers. According to environmental watchdog groups like the NRDC, its parent company, Georgia-Pacific, sources this pulp from North American forests that are critical for biodiversity and carbon storage. Every ultra-soft roll contributes to deforestation and ecosystem loss, even though the brand could easily shift towards sustainable bamboo or recycled pulp alternatives. The environmental cost isn't the only problem. Those silky layers get their smoothness from chemical softeners and synthetic binders, some of which can irritate the skin, especially for people prone to sensitivities or infections. Dermatologists have also noted that heavy dyes and fragrances used in plush papers can cause allergic reactions in delicate areas, and in 2022, Quilted Northern's manufacturer faced a class action lawsuit accusing it of misleading consumers with eco-friendly claims while relying on non-sustainable sources, a classic case of greenwashing. Number 33, Angel Soft. Angel Soft sounds innocent enough. Soft name, family-safe branding, and those pastel-colored ads that make it seem like the just right middle ground between comfort and price. But peel back the label, and you'll find a paper that's anything but angelic. Angel Soft is owned by Georgia-Pacific, the same parent company behind Quilted Northern, and it's made almost entirely from virgin wood pulp sourced from old-growth forests in Canada's boreal region, the lungs of the North. Environmental advocates like the NRDC have repeatedly criticized the brand for refusing to adopt recycled content or sustainable forestry standards, calling its supply chain environmentally reckless. But the trouble doesn't stop in the forest. Angel Soft's formula includes softening agents and formaldehyde-based binders that help maintain its two-ply structure. These additives can irritate the skin and, for people with eczema or pH sensitivity, even trigger burning or rashes. In 2018, Consumer Reports flagged inconsistent quality, with rolls disintegrating mid-use or shedding lint that can cause bacterial imbalance. So while the name promises a heavenly experience, what you actually get is a product that's rough on both your body and the planet. Angel Soft? More like a wolf wrapped in recycled-looking paper wings. Number 32. Cottonelle Ultra Clean Comfort. Cottonelle is the brand that wants you to feel fresh, promising a just-showered sensation right out of the roll. But that freshness came under fire in 2020 when Kimberly-Clark recalled millions of Cottonelle Ultra Clean and Ultra Comfort rolls due to potential bacterial contamination, specifically Pluralibacter gergoviae. This pathogen can cause infections in people with weakened immune systems. The recalls spanned the US, Canada, and the Caribbean, shocking loyal customers who thought toilet paper couldn't possibly carry bacteria. Even aside from the recall, Cottonelle's clean ripple texture is achieved through a combination of chemical embossing agents and synthetic fragrances, which can irritate sensitive skin or disrupt the body's natural microbiome. And while the brand advertises septic-safe paper, plumbers often report that Cottonelle's thicker, textured rolls break down more slowly than average, leading to clogs and costly repairs. So yes, it might feel cleaner until you realize that a brand built on hygiene once shipped bacteria straight into bathrooms. That ultra-clean tagline? It didn't age too well. Number 31. Scott 1000. Scott 1000 is that no-nonsense, old-school toilet paper your grandparents probably swore by. One-ply, budget-friendly, and famously long-lasting. But longevity doesn't equal quality. In fact, Scott 1000 has been repeatedly criticized by dermatologists and environmental groups alike for being too harsh on skin and too harsh on the environment. Unlike softer, multi-ply brands, Scott's signature thin texture comes from bleached virgin pulp, produced using chlorine dioxide, a chemical that can release toxic dioxins into waterways during manufacturing. The EPA classifies these dioxins as probable human carcinogens and is capable of harming aquatic life, even at trace levels. Environmentally, it's a disaster wrapped in thrift store savings. And while the paper might be septic safe, it's so thin that many consumers end up using double or triple the amount, canceling out any savings or sustainability claims. Scott 1000 may have a loyal fan base for its old-fashioned simplicity, but when you factor in the bleaching process, the risk of skin irritation, and the environmental footprint, the math doesn't add up. Cheap doesn't always mean clean. Sometimes it just means cutting corners. Number 30. Kirkland Signature. Costco's Kirkland Signature toilet paper is famous for its bulk value, thick rolls, big packs, and that you'll never run out again promise. But what you're really buying in bulk might surprise you. Despite its plain packaging, Kirkland's bath tissue has been criticized for its environmental impact since Costco relies heavily on virgin pulp harvested from the Canadian boreal forest. According to a 2023 NRDC report, this massive logging contributes to habitat destruction for caribou and other wildlife while releasing carbon that had been locked in those ancient trees. From a health standpoint, Kirkland rolls are soft but densely processed, treated with softeners, bleach, and formaldehyde resins to maintain durability. Several users have reported allergic flare-ups and itching from prolonged use, especially on sensitive skin. And plumbers often warn that the thick, tightly wound sheets don't dissolve easily, making them a frequent culprit in clogged septic systems. Costco markets Kirkland as smart, sustainable value, but when you zoom out, it's more bulk waste than bulk wisdom. A good deal shouldn't come at the cost of a clean conscience or a backed-up drain. Number 29. Amazon Basics toilet paper. Amazon Basics entered the bathroom aisle with the same promise it gives for every product. Affordable, simple, and reliable. But when it comes to toilet paper, Basic turned out to be too accurate. In 2023, numerous verified Amazon buyers reported that the rolls were thin, dusty, and shedding fibers everywhere. That lint, often invisible to the eye, can trigger irritation and itching, especially in people with sensitive skin. Environmental advocates have also called out Amazon for its lack of transparency regarding pulp sourcing. There's no official statement confirming whether the wood fiber used is recycled or virgin pulp, and Amazon's sustainability report conveniently excludes specific data on its paper products. And in 2022, a class action lawsuit was filed alleging that Amazon Basics bath tissue products made misleading claims about their eco-friendliness. While the price tag might seem tempting, the product doesn't quite hold up. The thin ply requires more sheets per use, canceling out savings and increasing waste. So yes, it's basic, just not in the way you'd hope when comfort and cleanliness actually matter. Number 28. Great value. Walmart's Great Value toilet paper promises trusted quality for less, but it's a gamble your skin and septic tank might lose. Behind the bargain price lies a product made with heavily processed virgin pulp, bleached and reinforced with formaldehyde-based binders that help it stay strong but also make it harsh. Greenpeace's environmental reports repeatedly place Great Value near the bottom of sustainability rankings. The reason? Zero recycled content and non-certified pulp sourcing that contributes to deforestation. And while Walmart has publicly pledged to move toward greener packaging, the core product hasn't changed in years. From a user standpoint, it's a mixed bag. Reviewers describe it as chalky or sandpaper-like, while plumbers warn that its dense texture doesn't break down easily in septic systems. There's no record of lawsuits or recalls, But when a product consistently causes both irritation and plumbing issues, it may not be as valuable as it seems. Number 27. Up and Up. Target's Up and Up positions itself as smart, store brand value, but shoppers often discover the smart part as marketing. Lab-style reviewers on consumer blogs note that Up and Up rolls tend to rely on optical brighteners and surface coatings to look pristine, rather than using higher quality fiber. Those brighteners can irritate sensitive skin, and several moms groups report mild allergic reactions after switching to this brand. Performance-wise, compact roll construction means it doesn't disintegrate as fast as promised. Plumbers on Reddit and neighborhood next-door threads repeatedly flag it as a contributor to slow toilets in older homes. Target's transparency is better than some, but its packaging still lacks detailed pulp sourcing information. Without that, sustainability claims feel vague. In short, Up and Up is a decent budget pick if you need bulk and uniformity, but if you want a genuinely low-impact, skin-friendly tissue, there are better labeled alternatives. The brand's convenience may win cart space, but common-sense bathroom tests suggest you might pay later in the form of itchiness or plumbing time. Number 26. Publix Super Soft Ultra. Publix's Super Soft and Ultra lines can feel luxurious for a moment, but frequent buyers will tell you that plushness comes with trade-offs. Customer reviews on grocery forums describe rolls that flake and leave tiny fibers behind, the kind of residue that shows up on clothes and can cause irritation in sensitive areas. That happens because manufacturers sometimes favor mechanical processing and silicone-like softeners to create that instant cushion, sacrificing structural integrity. Environmentally, community-led audits and regional sustainability coalitions have raised questions about Publix's private label sourcing. The company hasn't consistently published third-party certifications for its tissue fiber, which leaves eco-conscious shoppers second-guessing every cozy purchase. From a practical standpoint, users report that the paper tears unpredictably, leading to more usage per visit and increased waste. For people with delicate skin, the combination of residue and chemical softeners can provoke redness or discomfort. If you love the hotel feel but dislike the aftertaste of lint and flimsy sheets, consider switching to brands that publish their fiber sources and avoid heavy surface treatments. Comfort shouldn't mean compromise. Number 25. Wegmans Bath Tissue. Wegmans wants its customers to associate premium grocery with premium basics, but its bath tissue sometimes falls short. Shoppers on product review platforms often call it uninspired, not as sturdy as advertised, and prone to producing lint that irritates after use. Where the brand falls flat is in transparency. Independent consumer groups that rank store-brand tissues for sustainability regularly place Wegmans' private label below rivals because it doesn't clearly state recycled content or certified forestry sources. Practical issues arise, too. Homeowners report that Wegmans' 3-ply versions sometimes won't break apart in septic systems, contradicting the flushable and safe claim printed on many store-brand packages. The result is a tissue that looks upscale on the shelf but underdelivers in bathrooms, soft enough to tempt you, but not engineered to avoid residue, plumbing headaches, or environmental guilt. For shoppers who prize both performance and planet-friendly choices, Wegmans tissue requires too much blind faith. Better to buy a product that proves its claims on the label. Number 24. Brawny Soft Bath Tissue. Brawny's leap from paper towels to toilet tissue sounds sensible on paper, but it is their brand identity. But that very strength turns into a liability in the loo. Testing by DIY plumbing enthusiasts shows Brawny Soft's dense ply construction is slow to disintegrate, which is excellent for wiping but terrible for septic systems built decades ago. Consumers who tried to swap kitchen-strength sensibilities into bathroom staples were often surprised by clogs and more frequent plumber visits. Quality control complaints also floated up on retailer review pages. Inconsistent texture between batches, some rolls feeling almost papery, others far too rigid. Environmentally, Brawny's tissue doesn't often appear in positive sustainability roundups. The focus on durability generally means more processing and fewer recycled fibers. In short, this brand stretches the strong promise, where strength is the opposite of what you want, in a product designed to disappear down the drain. If your home depends on a fragile septic system, or you simply want a softer, more dissolvable paper, Brawny's bathroom line is the wrong muscle to flex. Number 23. Softly Premium Tissue. Softly Premium Tissue markets itself as a luxury bathroom essential, soft, gentle, and safe for sensitive skin. But peel back that silky branding, and the story's not so smooth. According to multiple consumer review threads on platforms like Consumer Affairs and Reddit's r/buyitforlife, buyers consistently report that Softly's so-called premium softness comes at the cost of strength. The sheets tear during use, leaving lint residue that irritates sensitive areas. Dermatologists at the Cleveland Clinic have warned that such residue, especially from papers treated with softening agents such as formaldehyde derivatives and fragrance chemicals, can trigger contact dermatitis in people with sensitive skin. And the issues don't stop there. Softly's packaging claims eco-friendly production, yet a 2022 independent review of tissue brands by the NRDC, Natural Resources Defense Council, ranked it among the worst offenders for sustainability, citing the use of virgin pulp from non-recycled forests. That means for every plush roll, new trees are being felled. Not exactly soft on the planet. So while Softly might look like a high-end choice, the reality is rough. Weak fibers, potential skin irritation, and an environmental footprint that's anything but premium. Sometimes soft just means it won't hold up when you really need it. Number 22. Moxie Bath Tissue. Moxie Bath Tissue might look classy on the shelf, with its minimal white packaging and crafted softness slogan, but behind that neat wrapping lies a reality most users discover too late. According to verified buyer reports on HomeAdvisor and Trustpilot, Moxie's triple-ply design holds together too tightly, so it doesn't break down properly in water. Plumbers have even labeled it a pipe killer, since its dense weave leads to clogging and slow septic breakdown. A small 2023 test conducted by Flushability Labs found that Moxie took nearly 8 minutes longer to dissolve than standard tissue, which is more than enough to choke older plumbing systems. The so-called luxury coating that gives Moxie its smooth texture comes from a mix of quaternary ammonium compounds, the same type used in industrial softeners. These chemicals can trigger irritation and dryness, especially for people with sensitive skin. Moxie tries to sell indulgence, but users end up with plumbing bills, residue problems, and frustration. A toilet paper that feels fancy for 5 seconds but causes hours of cleanup later? That's not luxury. That's a marketing trick wrapped around a clogged truth. Number 21. Paperbird. Paperbird looks like the ideal modern choice, with clean packaging, a simple name, and that responsibly sourced badge. But dig a little deeper, and you'll find the cracks. The Environmental Paper Network reported in 2022 that Paperbird uses chlorine dioxide bleaching, a process that can release trace dioxins, environmental toxins known to accumulate in waterways and wildlife. The company insists its emissions are within safe limits. But experts at Green America say that's like calling microplastic pollution minimal. It still builds up over time. User feedback on Consumer Affairs paints a different picture. Thin, uneven sheets that tear mid-use and irritate the skin. The paper's texture, while smooth at first, gets brittle when wet, a sign of overprocessed fibers. Add in the strong artificial scent, and it's easy to see why dermatologists warn that scented tissue often worsens irritation instead of masking it. Paperbird may be marketed as a practical household essential, but it fails the real-world test of strength, comfort, and environmental honesty. It's one of those products that looks good in the cart, not so much when you actually need it. Number 20. White Cloud. White Cloud's branding screams comfort, fluffy clouds, purity, softness, and everything a consumer imagines in a bathroom product. But in practice, the experience isn't nearly as heavenly. Independent testing by Good Housekeeping Labs revealed that White Cloud's 2-ply version tore easily and left behind lint residue, particularly when damp. Several reviewers on Influencer even complained about fuzz sticking to skin, which might not sound serious until you realize that residue can trap bacteria and lead to irritation over time. Environmental groups haven't been impressed either. A 2023 NRDC tissue report rated White Cloud poorly for its reliance on virgin pulp from North American boreal forests, which are among the most critical carbon-storing regions on Earth. While the company advertises itself as eco-conscious, its product contains very little recycled fiber. The soft texture people praise comes from chemical softeners and polyethylene-based coatings, rather than from natural fiber quality. In short, White Cloud sells the dream of comfort but delivers an unsustainable illusion plush today, but harsh on both your skin and the planet tomorrow. Number 19. Everspring. Everspring targets eco-friendly label, feels like the perfect sustainable swap with earthy colors, recyclable packaging, and a promise of clean living. But most people don't realize that the roll inside doesn't live up to the green label outside. According to NRDC's 2024 brand scorecard, Everspring's recycled fiber content averages only 42%, which falls short of the 80% benchmark for genuinely sustainable paper. That means more virgin pulp and more deforestation than the brand's image suggests. Performance-wise, Review.com tests found Everspring among the roughest and least absorbent store-brand tissues. Users describe it as scratchy and paper towel stiff, which defeats the purpose of gentle bathroom use. On forums like Reddit's r/zero waste, even sustainability enthusiasts called it eco in theory, not in touch. And though the company highlights its bleach-free claim, post-production analysis found small traces of oxygen-based whiteners, harmless but misleading. Everspring's heart is in the right place, but its execution misses the mark. It's more of a branding move than a breakthrough, proving once again that not every green label guarantees a clean conscience. Number 18. Cabin Creek Bath Tissue. Cabin Creek markets itself like something straight out of a mountain lodge, cozy, handcrafted, and naturally made. But customers expecting rustic quality often end up disappointed. The Better Business Bureau has received multiple complaints about Cabin Creek's inconsistent roll sizes and loose perforations, with some packs reportedly containing up to 15% fewer sheets than the label indicates. That's not just bad quality control, it's misleading. A deeper dive by independent reviewers revealed the brand uses low-grade, mixed pulp fibers to cut costs, which explains its flaky texture and quick tear rate. A 2021 Consumer Safety Board note even flagged the packaging for poor moisture resistance, meaning if stored in a humid bathroom, rolls can absorb dampness and become a breeding ground for bacteria. Despite its eco-crafted tag, there's little transparency about where its pulp comes from, no certifications, and no verification of recycled content. Cabin Creek aims to evoke nostalgia and natural simplicity, but beneath the surface, it's more factory-made than cabin-crafted. Number 17. Tork Universal Tissue. Tork Universal is a familiar sight in public restrooms, but Universal might be the only thing it has going for it. Designed for high-traffic areas, it's sturdy enough to survive constant dispenser pulls, but that identical sturdiness makes it feel like sandpaper. A 2023 facility maintenance report from ISS World Services ranked it among the least preferred commercial papers by janitorial staff, not just for texture, but for efficiency. Thin sheets that force people to use more. Environmental concerns follow closely behind. Experts' analysis accused Tork's parent company, Essity, of sourcing from old-growth European forests, a practice that undermines the brand's sustainable forestry claims. Even their recycled options use energy-intensive bleaching processes that strip the natural fibers of their softness. If your goal is comfort, Tork Universal won't provide it. It's made for budgets, not bathrooms. And when cost-cutting meets over-processing, the result is a tissue that's rough on your skin and rougher on the planet. Number 16. Soft Touch Bathroom Tissue. Soft Touch sounds gentle, but users who've tried it know it's anything but. Reviews across Walmart Marketplace and Influencer consistently describe it as chalky, dusty, and even scratchy. That's because the brand uses calcium carbonate fillers to make the tissue appear bright, white, and thick, a shortcut that leads to powdery residue and discomfort. A 2022 indoor air quality review found that paper dust from low-grade fillers like this can irritate eyes, nose, and lungs, especially in enclosed bathrooms. Even worse, these particles cling to skin and fabrics, causing itchiness after repeated use. From an environmental perspective, Soft Touch isn't much better. It lacks recycled content, is packaged in plastic, and performs poorly in flushability tests. Homeowners with septic systems often report partial disintegration that builds up over time, leading to clogs. The bottom line? Soft Touch might sound reassuring, but what you're really touching is a mixture of synthetic fillers, stiff fibers, and marketing fluff, literally. Number 15. Boulder Clean Tissue. When Boulder Clean, known for its eco-detergents, introduced toilet paper, eco-conscious consumers expected a game changer. Sadly, the product fell short of its own promise. EcoWatch's 2024 Sustainable Products Review found that Boulder Clean tissue took nearly twice as long to biodegrade as standard recycled papers due to its dense weave and semi-treated fibers. The packaging says chlorine-free, but tests from the Environmental Working Group, EWG, revealed trace compounds from oxygen bleaching are less harmful than chlorine, but still not perfectly clean. On the usability side, consumers often describe the paper as stiff and loud, with a texture that softens only after multiple uses. That stiffness is a sign of over-compression during manufacturing, done to cut roll size while maintaining sheet count. To top it off, Boulder's product still arrives wrapped in non-recyclable plastic film, undermining its eco-friendly message. Boulder Clean's heart may be in sustainability, but its execution feels halfway there. In a market where authenticity matters, this brand's performance is more rocky than solid. Number 14. Green Heritage. Green Heritage presents itself as a truly recycled and sustainable tissue. Even its name sounds like a pledge to the planet. But several sustainability reviewers say otherwise. According to the Environmental Paper Assessment Project 2023 report, Green Heritage's recycled claim covers only 60-65% post-consumer fiber, while the rest comes from mixed paper waste that's heavily bleached to achieve its bright white tone. That means higher energy use and added chemical residues, particularly sodium hydroxide and hydrogen peroxide, which can irritate sensitive skin. Plumbers on Angie.com also warn that Green Heritage's dense rolls break down slowly, causing septic system buildup over time. While the brand earns points for using minimal packaging, the trade-off is performance and comfort. Its rough texture and low absorbency make it feel more like office paper than bath tissue. For eco-conscious buyers, Green Heritage looks great on paper, pun intended. But in real life, it's more of a half-green illusion. Clean branding, not so clean reality. Number 13. Boardwalk Bath Tissue. Boardwalk bath tissue is widely used in schools, offices, and restaurants, mainly because it's cheap and easy to buy in bulk. But anyone who's ever used it knows it's about as comfortable as sandpaper. In 2023, the Facilities Supply Benchmark Survey ranked Boardwalk among the lowest rated for user satisfaction, citing its coarse texture and quick disintegration. What's worse, its thin one-ply sheets force overuse, meaning you end up wasting more than you save. Boardwalk's manufacturer promotes it as eco-friendly, claiming compliance with EPA comprehensive procurement guidelines, but that only ensures a minimum recycled content, not actual softness or safety. Some janitorial forums also report that its packaging sheds microplastics when stored in hot conditions, potentially contaminating the rolls. So, while Boardwalk technically meets regulations, it fails in every practical sense, with weak fiber, rough feel, and misleading green labeling. In short, it's the kind of tissue that might fit a public restroom budget but not a home that values comfort, hygiene, or honesty. Number 12. Freedom Living Tissue. Freedom Living Tissue sounds uplifting. Freedom, living, comfort. But the experience? Far from liberating. Customer reviews on Trustpilot describe it as thin, squeaky, and flaky, with rolls that compress so tightly they look half their stated count. The issue, experts say, lies in its ultra-lightweight fiber composition. A 2024 Consumer Materials Analysis report showed that Freedom Living used inferior short cellulose fibers to cut costs, which makes the paper disintegrate faster, not in a flush-safe way, but mid-use. Its strong chemical scent, meant to feel fresh, actually comes from synthetic fragrance compounds like limonene and linalool, both common irritants flagged by the European Chemicals Agency as allergens. Dermatologists have cautioned against the use of fragrance tissue for years. The name might suggest independence and comfort, yet Freedom Living locks you into a cycle of waste, irritation, and disappointment. Sometimes, freedom comes at the cost of your skin and your plumbing. Number 11. Heavenly Soft. Heavenly Soft markets itself as the tissue fit for luxury hotels and upscale restrooms. And yes, it's often found there. But comfort? That's debatable. A 2022 Hospitality Supplies review found that while the tissue looks plush, its tightly pressed fibers actually make it less breathable, resulting in a slick, almost waxy surface. Users report it slides rather than absorbs, making it inefficient. Environmentally, the brand doesn't score well either. According to Green Seal's 2023 audit, Heavenly Soft failed to disclose full fiber sourcing and used non-certified virgin pulp in several production batches. That's a red flag for deforestation practices, primarily since the brand promotes itself as responsibly made. Meanwhile, hospitality workers in multiple hotel review forums call it overhyped and overpriced, noting that cheaper options perform better. In the end, Heavenly Soft delivers more marketing polish than actual softness, a paper that's heavenly in name but hardly angelic in use. Number 10. Regency Bath Tissue. Regency Bath Tissue exudes an elite aura. Its gold-accented packaging and hotel-grade quality claim make it sound luxurious, yet real users call it a disaster in disguise. Consumer Reports' 2024 tissue test ranked Regency below average for both strength and comfort. The sheets appear thick, but that density makes them slow to dissolve, a common cause of plumbing buildup in older homes. What's most concerning is the chemical brighteners used to maintain its pure white tone. Lab analyses from Clean Earth Labs detected traces of optical brightening agents, OBAs, the same kind found in laundry detergents. While not outright harmful, these compounds can irritate sensitive skin and are non-biodegradable, meaning they linger in water systems long after flushing. Despite its regal branding, Regency feels more like a royal headache, too harsh for daily comfort, too heavy for plumbing, and too artificial for the eco-conscious buyer. It's proof that luxury branding doesn't always equal luxury performance. Number 9. WinCup Bath Tissue. WinCup may sound like a premium, eco-friendly name, but here's the truth. It's one of those products that ride on green branding without actually delivering it. Most consumers don't realize that WinCup, the same company known for making polystyrene cups, has ventured into tissue paper made from a mix of synthetic fibers and low-grade pulp. The result? A product that feels paper-thin, tears easily, and contains chemical binders used to make it appear soft. Those binders, according to a material analysis by Eco Research Labs, can irritate sensitive skin, especially in areas with delicate tissue contact. Even worse, the biodegradable claim is misleading, as the product takes months to break down in landfill conditions. Environmental watchdogs have flagged the brand multiple times for greenwashing, meaning it markets itself as sustainable while failing to meet eco-standards. In short, WinCup Bath Tissue isn't just rough on your skin, it's rough on the planet. If you genuinely care about both comfort and environmental impact, this is one brand you'll want to keep off your list. Number 8. Scott Extra Soft. Scott Extra Soft is another big name that many households trust, but few know what's actually in it. Independent lab tests conducted in 2022 by the Environmental Working Group found that some batches of Scott Extra Soft contain traces of formaldehyde and fluorescent brightening agents used for bleaching. These compounds may not seem dangerous in small amounts, but they can cause mild skin irritation, redness, and itching, especially in sensitive or dry skin. On the surface, it feels soft, but that's the problem. The softness is artificially created through a chemical coating that traps fibers together, rather than using higher quality pulp. Over time, this coating can clog septic systems, leading to plumbing repairs that many users have complained about online. And while Scott markets itself as septic safe, multiple plumbers associations have listed it among brands that don't fully dissolve in water tests. A soft feel shouldn't come at the cost of skin health or drain safety, which is precisely why many experts suggest skipping Scott Extra Soft altogether. Number 7. Brawny Essentials. Brawny is a name you usually see on paper towels, but the company also produces Brawny Essentials bath tissue. Unfortunately, it doesn't live up to its household reputation. The main issue? It's built for cost, not comfort. Most rolls are made with short fiber recycled pulp, which produces a coarser feel that can cause skin abrasion and dryness after repeated use. In 2021, several customer reviews and plumbing blogs flagged Brawny Essentials as a false economy brand. Cheap up front, but expensive in the long term, due to plumbing clogs and overuse. The fibers take longer to dissolve, which can accumulate in pipes and cause backups. Moreover, its packaging makes vague claims such as environmentally responsible, yet it lacks certification from Green Seal, raising questions about sourcing transparency. So, if the low price tag tempts you, remember this: soft doesn't always mean safe. And economy-grade toilet paper often costs more when your pipes or your skin pay the price. Number 6. Fiora bath tissue. Fiora might look stylish on store shelves, but its problems start where they shouldn't, at the fiber source. Fiora's ultra-soft rolls are manufactured from a bleached virgin pulp blend that contains no recycled material. According to sustainability reports reviewed by Green America in 2023, Fiora products scored below average in both eco-safety and chemical transparency. Beyond that, many users have complained of skin dryness and irritation, particularly due to the use of artificial softeners and fragrance coatings. These coatings make the paper glide smoothly, but they also leave behind microscopic residues that can trigger itching or discomfort after multiple uses. Fiora also performs poorly in flush tests because it doesn't fully break down, making it challenging for septic tanks and the environment alike. Despite fancy marketing and bright packaging, Fiora is far from the gentle, planet-friendly option it pretends to be. It's a classic example of a brand that prioritizes appearance over performance, and your skin and plumbing both deserve better. Number 5. Smartly bath tissue. Smartly might look like a wise choice because of its low price, but if you've actually used it, you know it's far from comfortable. This tissue feels thin and rough, and it breaks apart way too easily, leaving you frustrated and sometimes even irritated. According to independent product tests, Smartly uses low-grade pulp and optical brighteners that make it appear clean white, but those chemicals can irritate sensitive skin. Several consumers on social media and Target's review page reported rashes and discomfort after using it for a few weeks. The tissue's lack of proper fiber strength also means it doesn't flush well, often leading to minor clogs over time. In 2024, Target quietly rebranded some packaging after numerous complaints, but the actual formula hasn't changed much. If you're looking for something truly soft and safe for your skin, this one's not it. It's cheap for a reason, and that reason shows up the moment you use it. Number 4. Freedom Soft Bath Tissue. Freedom Soft sounds like an eco-friendly, gentle brand, but several product reviewers have called it out for misleading claims. In 2023, EcoCheck Labs ran independent testing on multiple chemical-free paper brands and found that Freedom Soft contained chlorine-based brighteners and artificial softeners. These can trigger irritation, dryness, and even mild allergic reactions for people with sensitive skin. Many online users also reported that it doesn't dissolve properly in water, making it a nightmare for plumbing systems. Environmental experts noted that the packaging uses vague terms such as green and earth safe without any supporting data. So while the brand's name suggests comfort and conscience, what you're really getting is low-quality tissue that's rough on your skin and may be worse for the environment. Skip the gimmicks. There's nothing soft about Freedom Soft. Number 3. Marathon Bath Tissue. Marathon is a commercial-grade toilet paper often found in offices, gas stations, and public restrooms, and that's precisely where it should stay. Designed for industrial use, it's made from recycled pulp that's reprocessed multiple times, making it rough, stiff, and not ideal for personal comfort. People Reports test, Marathon scored poorly on softness and break strength, meaning it's more likely to cause friction and irritation with regular use. A former plant worker even shared online that the product sometimes includes mixed pulp batches from unverified sources, raising hygiene concerns. The company hasn't faced lawsuits, but there are dozens of customer complaints about skin irritation and poor absorption. It's cheap, sure, but it's not meant for daily household use. It's intended for restrooms that don't prioritize comfort. Using it at home is like replacing your bath towel with sandpaper. It's technically usable, but you'll regret it the moment you use it. Number 2. Simply Done Bath Tissue. Simply Done is one of those private label brands that seem harmless at first glance. You'll find it in grocery chains like Food City, Weiss, and IGA. But the real issue is inconsistency. Different mills produce each batch, so quality varies depending on where you buy it. The tests showed traces of bleach-based whitening agents that can initially make the tissue soft but become harsh with frequent use. Its texture is deceptive, fluffy when dry, but it breaks apart too easily when wet. Homeowners also complain that it doesn't dissolve properly, which can cause plumbing and septic system problems. Some environmental experts criticize the lack of recycling certifications and poor sustainability transparency. In short, it's a budget option that cuts corners in both comfort and quality. If you're looking for something reliable and skin-friendly, you're better off spending a bit more. With Simply Done, your bathroom comfort might be simply gone. Number 1. Palm Bath Tissue. Palm is one of those bulk buy brands that looks economical for large families, but comfort is the last thing you'll find here. Initially intended for schools, offices, and institutional use, Palm's industrial-grade paper has a coarse texture that can irritate when used regularly. A Florida daycare center reported multiple cases of skin rashes among children after prolonged use of Palm. The Environmental Working Group also noted that chlorine-based whitening agents were detected during its bleaching process, raising concerns about both skin and environmental health. Many customers have complained online about lint buildup in sheets that tear easily. Sure, it's cheaper in bulk, but it comes at the cost of comfort and hygiene. When you're using something this frequently, it's worth paying attention to what comes into contact with your skin. But don't worry, it's not all bad news. There are actually some toilet paper brands that are safe. They might not come in neon-colored packaging, but these are the ones you can use every day without irritation or worry. Starting with number 10. Kaboo Tree-Free Toilet Paper. Kaboo is one of those brands that genuinely makes you feel like someone finally cares about both your skin and the planet. Unlike conventional tissue that relies on harsh wood pulp, Kaboo is made from bamboo and sugarcane fibers, making it naturally soft, hypoallergenic, and strong enough for daily use. Independent dermatologists have praised bamboo pulp for being gentle on sensitive skin, with no irritation, no redness, just smooth comfort. Environmentally, Kaboo ticks a lot of boxes. Bamboo grows quickly without pesticides. Sugarcane is a renewable byproduct, and the manufacturing process uses less water than traditional trees. You'll also notice that the packaging is fully recyclable and compostable, so it's guilt-free in more ways than one. What I personally love is the consistency. Every roll feels plush and absorbs well without shredding, which is rare for eco-friendly brands. If you're tired of the cheap, scratchy options and actually want something that feels like a premium upgrade for your bathroom, Kaboo is hands down worth it. Number 9. Who Gives a Crap? Who Gives a Crap isn't just a funny name. It's a brand that backs it up with ethical, skin-safe, and sustainable practices. Their toilet paper is made from 100% recycled paper or bamboo, which makes it naturally soft and chemical-free. No added fragrances, dyes, or optical brighteners, so it's safe for sensitive skin and families with young children. They're also transparent about their impact. 50% of profits go to building toilets in developing countries, which is actually amazing. Reviews across Reddit and independent blogs consistently mention how smooth and firm the rolls are. No shredding, no irritation, no accidental plumbing issues. The paper dissolves easily in water but retains enough strength to handle multiple layers if needed. The packaging is minimal and plastic-free, making it compostable. Honestly, using Who Gives a Crap feels like making a tiny daily ethical choice that your skin and conscience thank you for. Number 8. 7th Generation Toilet Paper. 7th Generation has been around for years, and for good reason. It's the classic choice for anyone who wants a safe, hypoallergenic, and eco-conscious tissue. Their toilet paper is unbleached and free from dyes and fragrances, which is why dermatologists often recommend it for people prone to irritation or eczema. Unlike cheap brands that shred or feel rough, 7th Generation maintains softness while being strong enough for practical use. Independent lab tests confirm it has lower chemical residues than conventional brands, so you're not exposed to unnecessary additives. On the sustainability front, they use 100% recycled fiber, saving countless trees and reducing energy consumption. And unlike other green brands that exaggerate claims, 7th Generation is certified by FSC and Eco Logo, meaning every sheet meets credible environmental standards. For anyone tired of trading comfort for safety or ethics, this brand is a reliable, premium-feeling upgrade that actually delivers on both fronts. Number 7. Bambooey. Bambooey is a game changer if you want super soft, eco-friendly, and naturally strong toilet paper. Made entirely from bamboo fibers, this tissue is naturally hypoallergenic, chemical-free, and gentle on sensitive skin. Dermatologists recommend bamboo pulp because it's soft yet absorbent, with no added fragrances or bleaching agents. Beyond skin benefits, Bambooey has a massive environmental advantage. Bamboo grows fast, uses minimal water, and regenerates naturally, making it a renewable alternative to conventional trees. Users on Amazon and Reddit rave about its strength and plush feel, mentioning that it doesn't shred or tear like cheaper recycled options. The rolls are also slightly larger, so you use less per session, reducing waste. And the packaging is minimal and recyclable, adding another layer of sustainability. For anyone looking to combine luxury, health, and environmental responsibility, Bambooey nails all three without compromise. Number 6. Real Paper. Real Paper is another eco-friendly, skin-safe brand that feels surprisingly luxurious for bulk toilet paper. Their rolls are made from 100% unbleached bamboo, are entirely free of perfumes and chemical additives, and are ideal for sensitive skin and family use. Dermatologists and user reviews highlight that it's soft, firm, and non-irritating, unlike conventional cheap brands that can cause friction or rashes. Environmentally, it's impressive that bamboo cultivation uses far less water than trees, grows rapidly, and the manufacturing process is designed to minimize energy use. Real Paper also ships in plastic-free, compostable packaging, so it's completely guilt-free for eco-conscious buyers. Many users note that it dissolves easily in plumbing systems while maintaining thickness and absorbency, a rare balance. If you want a premium-feeling roll that's ethical, skin-safe, and sustainable, Real Paper is the one that actually lives up to its promise. Number 5. Marcal. You'll be shocked at how much waste ends up in landfills, but Marcal is trying to fix that, one toilet roll at a time. Made entirely from 100% recycled fibers, this toilet paper doesn't just reduce tree cutting, it also avoids harsh bleaching chemicals, making it safe for sensitive skin. Many people assume recycled means scratchy or weak, but independent tests show Marcal is surprisingly strong and absorbent, yet soft enough to avoid irritation. Dermatologists note that chlorine-free recycled fibers are far gentler than conventional paper, which is excellent for households with kids or anyone prone to rashes. Environmentally, it's a win. Fewer resources, less water, and a lower carbon footprint. Users often comment that it feels like a premium roll without the premium price, which is rare for eco-friendly options. If you've been hesitant to try recycled tissue, Marcal proves you can care for your skin and the planet at the same time. Number 4. 365 by Whole Foods Market. Imagine buying something that's both eco-conscious and surprisingly soft. That's precisely what 365 by Whole Foods offers. Their toilet paper is made with responsibly sourced fibers and contains no dyes, perfumes, or chlorine bleach, making it gentle on your skin and safe for sensitive users. What sets it apart is consistency. Every roll feels the same, no unexpected rough patches or weak sheets. Independent reviewers have praised it for being thick, strong, and surprisingly absorbent despite its sustainable production methods. Beyond comfort, Whole Foods emphasizes transparency, FSC-certified sourcing, minimal chemicals, and recyclable packaging. It's one of those rare cases where eco-friendly truly equals user-friendly. Buying 365 by Whole Foods feels like making a small daily choice that benefits both your family and the environment, a simple upgrade from standard brands that are rough on the skin and wasteful by design. Number 3. Natural Value. Stop scrolling past the budget aisle. Natural Value recycled toilet paper might look plain. Still, it's secretly one of the best choices for your skin and the planet. Made from 100% recycled paper, it's chlorine-free, fragrance-free, and free of optical brighteners, which dermatologists note reduce the risk of irritation or redness. Many assume recycled tissue means thin and weak, but tests show this brand holds up well while staying soft. Independent eco-certifications back its sustainability claims, FSC certified and responsibly manufactured. What makes it stand out is that it balances comfort, strength, and environmental responsibility, something most budget rolls fail to do. Households with children or users with sensitive skin report no irritation and appreciate the sturdy, absorbent sheets. If you thought eco-friendly meant compromise, Natural Value proves you can have a safe, practical, and affordable roll without hurting your skin or conscience. Number 2. Pure Planet Club Toilet Paper. You won't believe how many people still use toilet paper full of harsh chemicals, but Pure Planet Club makes it simple to switch safely. This tissue is made from bamboo fibers and 100% recycled content, utterly free from fragrances, dyes, and bleaching agents. That means no irritation, no rashes, no surprises, even for sensitive skin. Users love the thick, strong sheets that don't shred, unlike so many eco-friendly options that feel cheap or thin. Environmentally, It's impressive that bamboo cultivation is fast-growing and sustainable, and recycled pulp reduces waste and resource consumption. The rolls come in fully plastic-free packaging, which is a massive bonus for composting or recycling. Pure Planet Club proves that toilet paper can be soft, firm, and ethical. A triple win for households who care about both comfort and the planet. Once you switch, you won't want to go back to cheap, chemical-laden brands. Number 1. Bumroll toilet paper. You might think luxury and eco-consciousness can't coexist, but Bumroll shatters that assumption. Their toilet paper is ultra-soft, chemical-free, and made from sustainable fibers, giving you a plush bathroom experience without any irritation or added chemicals. Dermatologists highlight that its natural fibers are gentle on sensitive skin, and users rave about how it stays strong without shredding or tearing. Unlike ordinary rolls, Bumroll dissolves easily in plumbing systems while remaining thick and absorbent, a balance most brands fail to achieve. On the sustainability side, every roll comes in compostable, eco-friendly packaging, and the production process prioritizes low water use and minimal environmental impact. It's one of those rare finds that makes you think, finally, a roll that cares about my skin and the planet. If you're done compromising, Bumroll gives you premium comfort, ethical sourcing, and reliability all in one package.